Just in time.
Awesome.
The winners will go into HQ and see Kim, and you'll get your checks. We're not giving out nickels this time. So. Real checks, signed by Jay Lamb. You get his autograph. And we'd like to thank the HQ staff, Kim, Jay, and Estelin, who ran a wonderful trip. Our fantastic judges, Phil, Rookie Matt, Doug, John, and Dave. Thank you very much, you guys. There's one guy that we cannot do this without, and he sits up in the tower. His name is Jeff Glenn, and he is the guy who just keeps everything moving. Makes all the decisions on when we need to go to yellow or go to full yellow to gain us a little bit of time to get everybody kind of a little bit more organized. Where is Jeff? Thank you, Jeff Glenn. We'd also like to thank Mike and Tom and the entire New Jersey Motorsports track staff. They also did a great job. They wanted me to give you guys one message. We need to be off the track by 6 o'clock. We need to be off the track by 6 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, another group's coming in. Okay?
Uh-oh.
Out of the paddock, you guys. Come on.
This phone might die too.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. And I'd like to give one other really interesting shout out to my new girlfriend, Cheryl, who is the gas chaperone. And she was the gatekeeper to the hot pit and kept everybody in line who was fueling their cars. And when I asked Tom if we had somebody who could be up to that task, he said, yes, we have a gas blank. I can't repeat that. This is a family audience. Cheryl, thank you very much. Great job. We'd also like to thank everybody for supporting our charities in Alex's Lemonade stand. We raised some hundreds of dollars, $1,800. Thank you very much. So you guys, Car 71, we want to tell you something. On behalf of our staff, you guys are textbook. You were out there, you were running great, you were running strong, fast laps, and you kept out of trouble, and you finished in first place. Congratulations to Near Orbital Space Monkey Team. 374 laps. Very good. Thank you. B class. Team 14. Team number 14. Team far from winning. It didn't sound very good, but it's done good. But you guys, listen up. Stephanie is warning you guys. If you put your transponder next to your exhaust pipe again, and it burns out not once, but twice, you guys are buying. Very good. Oh, the exhaust broke. No excuses. In Class C. Class C. Hey. We may need to take a vote on this. Car number 182, the little engine that should, 1990 Toyota Corolla with all those eyeballs on it. So we're going to vote on that. All those in favor say aye. The ayes have it. Oh. Car 182.
October. October, baby.
Welcome to Class B, you guys. Okay, I'd like to pass the microphone over to everybody's favorite judge, Judge Bill Graydon.
All right, all you guys that I yelled at, I don't really feel bad about it, but anyway, let's all sing Kumbaya together. We'll bond. So, now that we've done the boring class wins, and by the way, all you class winners get money, go into the office in there, and Kim will give you a genuine check that might not even bounce. Now we're going to get to the really cool awards. So, Heroic Fix, one of my personal favorites. So, these guys had a car it's not a bad kind of car. It's a little complicated, but there's been somewhat of a successful record with these cars. Generally, you're best off sort of leaving it as the factory put it together, but these guys say, I need more power. Because they're from New Jersey or someplace like New Jersey. So what they did was they took this car and they couldn't afford a Chinese turbo kit, so they got like a Malaysian one. And then they couldn't get the ignition to work because those complicated computers, no man can understand them. So they grafted on the distributor from a Ford truck engine through a really janky setup through the cam cover. And they couldn't make it work for most of the weekend, but they eventually got on the track. I'm really impressed. Actually, after they blew their first engine up because they ran it real lean, which is shocking. This, of course, is the number 200 two-boat Care E30 with the big turbo sticking through the hood. Come get your Heroic Fix, guys. You really earned it. It was pretty heroic. Good job ruining a perfectly good car. It can almost keep up with the team's terrible Mustang now. Hey. Now the flip side of the Heroic Fix, as you all know, is the I got screwed. We had an awful lot of contenders for that. Teams that got their cars stuffed into walls because of other teams' mistakes. Teams that screwed themselves by stuffing their own car and someone else's car into the wall, and so on and so on. These guys had a really great idea for their car, an engine swap that was going to dominate. And when Friday test day happened, they blew up their engine. It happened. So they decided to get another engine for it, and it took them, I think they had to drive to Nevada for it. It took them a long time, 20 hours or whatever to get it, even though Judge Dave had this exact same engine already pulled, known to be good in his shop in Pittsburgh, and offered it to him for free. No, we'll go to the junkyard. It'll be much faster. Saturday goes by, nothing really happens. Finally, get the new engine in, and 2 laps, throw and ride. And that's not all. This team has another vehicle that you're all familiar with. It's actually a vehicle designed for a different sort of racing surface. They had a little incident that destroyed the bow completely. I mean, the sea sprite of 3-pedal Mafia. So this award's for the terrible supercharged 3800 powered TR7 and the boat of 3-pedal Mafia. Come get your I got screwed. I'm sure you have other ones. Must be present to win. Oh, there they are. Don't you wish you'd taken Dave's free engine now? I'm just saying. So, our special regional award. Well, as you know, people from New Jersey and racers in New Jersey tend to be a little bit high-tempered and aggressive. It's that kind of a place. It is, actually. So we decided to make the least like someone from New Jersey award. Now, actually, This team, they're from a place that, from my perspective on the West Coast, seems awfully a lot like New Jersey. But okay, these guys are very nice. They tried very hard. They've been beating their face against that same brick wall for many, many years, trying to make their awful car succeed. And the whole time, maybe they get a little anxious, but they're always very friendly. They defy the stereotypes of their region. And they finally did it. I, of course, mean far from winning, from Long Island. And their number 14 Audi Fox. Come get the Least Like Someone New Jersey award. Someone from New Jersey. Now a double-header trophy. I'm going to get Judge Matt up here to do the judge's choice. You don't want to do it? All right, Matt's relinquishing the microphone to me. Matt came all the way out from Seattle. Let's hear a round of applause for him. Did a good job. And I'd also like to mention, I don't know if all of you know who Judge Dave is in layman's terms, but he's the legendary Dave Morrow, who's done such vehicles as the Bradley
so
GT, the Buick Rayada, the twin-turbo GMC one-ton van that worked really well. And I knew he was judge material, so as soon as he blew out his shoulder, I recruited him as a judge. Hey, let's cheer for Judge Dave. Judge's choice. So this team, they fried their engine during practice. It happens. And they showed up and pushed the car through, and as you do, and they gave me a bribe. There was a beautiful framed portrait of Chris Christie, your governor. And I was like, damn, I need a Chris Christie penalty. Can you guys go to the thrift store and get me a great big suit jacket so I can use it for Chris Christie penalty? And while they were swapping their engine, they also went ahead and made sewed a fat suit out of this thrift store outfit they got. It was a very impressive penalty prop, even as they were putting their new engine in, and they blew up their new engine, and then their weekend sucked in general. But Judge's choice just has to go to Roto Motorsport, New Jersey, the white Mercure XR4 Ti. Come on now, I think you're still here. There we go. Well done, guys. No, that's how you win the judges' hearts.
Sucked!
Organizer's choice, that's one of the big ones. There was a lot of debate about that. Jay took off, so we just changed everything that he decided. So some of you got screwed out of organizer's choice because of that. He had to catch a flight. So I grew up in a time where, in a place where Baja bugs were a big thing. And I read Hot VW's magazine, and in the back of Hot VW's magazine in the early 80s, there were all these ads for this kit that let you put a Pinto engine in your Beetle. It was called Pinto Beans, and it was horrible. I mean, you're taking a bad engine and putting an equally bad engine in, but these guys found one of those kits somewhere, I don't know, maybe the thrift store, and they put a Pinto engine in their Beetle, and it was terrible. But it sounded cool and looked cool and kind of brought me back to that time when we didn't think all Volkswagen sucked. And just generally looked great on the track. I mean, number 16, Cynical Racing, the super Beetle with the Pinto engine. Team 20, come get your nasty head sock. Come get it. It's right here. We also found a GoPro, someone's GoPro that got found on the, somewhere in the paddock. It's in the office. Yeah, you have to identify it. It's got distinguishing features. And now that I'm digressing with stuff that has nothing to do with trophies, bring your transponders in, please. We will take your credit card and we will run up an incredible bill with it if you don't. So please, go into Kim, give her your transponder, all that stuff. Here we go. Index of Effelency. This is the big one. The Congressional Medal of Honor of Lemons Racing. The Victoria Cross. So I really think it's tough to give this one to anybody else. When you bring a car that we've been pleading with teams to bring forever, and it doesn't blow up in the first 17 seconds, which this car did not, we have to give you Index of Effelency just for doing an amazing accomplishment of finishing almost in the double-digit part of the standings. Not quite. And of course I mean the Super Rover 3500. You have an index of epilepsy. I think you got beat by the Cortina, which people in England will find very funny. I'm very impressed that you did not scatter that Rover V8 all over the track. Well done, guys, and you got a check waiting for you in the office. All right, I'll see all of you next in August.